How have your peers shaped who you are today?
I came to college and met so many different people. I went to the OMA, Multicultural Leadership Retreat, and just had my world blown open, learning about other people and really trying to understand them. Not necessarily for my sake, but just to do the right thing and respect them. And I think I really grew a lot as a person.
I think being on the Ultimate Frisbee team was such a cool experience for me. I did that in high school, and just having that support system and also like that team, like family aspect has been so great for me, and they've really shaped me to challenge myself, to be, you know, a captain and to be a part of a team in any sort of realm, and also just how to have fun and also like be competitive is such an important thing to have.
How do you serve as a support for your peers that are on campus?
When I got the opportunity to be an RA with Tulane's HRL, it was probably the best experience of my life. It's where I've met some of my very good friends here on campus, but it's also where I've been connected to all the different groups on Tulane's campus. I think before HRL, I didn't really know a lot of people in the architecture school, from baseball, from football. I've worked with ROTC kids. I've got to hear and meet a lot of different students from different walks of life who have different stories.
I think on the most basic level, one of the things that I learned about supporting each other is through mindfulness, which is just kind of like a great way to take a moment, relax, and that can be in the form of, you know, like formal mindfulness, like a session, but also just telling, you know, your friend, I know I like to do this a lot, like just go out to lunch with one friend or have coffee with someone and kind of sit down and just kind of recap the day and just have that moment to kind of reflect and then go back and retrace some of the things that happened that day.
How would you all define community accountability?
I would define accountability as being brave to be heard. When we hear things that are uncomfortable to our ears, when we know that something can be really done in a much more meaningful, better, caring way than it's being done, when we see things that we know are incorrect or that are more importantly damaging to our community, we have to be brave and we have to be strong enough to step up and tell whichever individuals or a group of individuals that those actions, those beliefs must stop and they are not tolerated at Tulane University.
I think about just the little things. Like one time I was in the library, and I'm sure all of you have experienced this before, but someone goes, "Hey, I need to go get a coffee," or "I need to go to the bathroom. Do you mind watching my stuff?" And that includes a laptop, your notes, your backpack, all of these really important things. And you know that you can trust that person, and that's such an important feeling to have, and that you don't even have to think, you just do it.
I guess this kind of culture of doing the right thing and not necessarily what you believe in or what this person is going to do or not, just holding yourself accountable, which adds to a community of doing the right thing, which ultimately makes this place better for everybody.
One Wave's tagline is, "No one has to do everything, but everybody has to do something." So how have you all seen that play out in your time as a Tulane student?
The first thing that comes to mind for me is the Tulane motto, not for oneself, but for one's own. In my first semester here, I'm a freshman, there was a call for unity, and so through the O and a bunch of other great campus organizations, we put on this call for unity and trying to change like the campus climate. And you saw all kinds of people, you know, from different races, different backgrounds. Like it really didn't matter, but they were present and they were actively trying to change what they saw to be a problem on campus.
How did your experience in the residence halls help you understand what community is?
My eyes were really open when I got the opportunity to work with the Global Collective, because they're a bunch of international students, and creating community with them was like bridging the international and domestic, so our local Tulanean students, and coming up with programming where we could explore the city and our identities and intersectionality, and doing programming around those themes has been incredible. And the even more incredible part was watching the community respond to that and come out. We did